Suresh. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Welcome to Devils After Dark. The damn it, unhappy Devils recap. And shall I say it's a happy Devils Thursday? Or would I be lying? I'm your host, Sam Woo, here with Scotty and Sam Liquid Metal, coming to you live from the Primetime Radio virtual studios in beautiful New Jersey and Beverly Hills, California, as we watch the young kids play the Carolina Hurricanes tonight. We could have been doing something else, watching the NFL draft, watching replays of last night's Mets-Cardinals game, or yesterday afternoon, chin action, chinning action.
Chinning.
Yeah.
There was some chinning action. There was some high chinning.
Yeah.
Look out.
And I walked myself in that mess. But we're here streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch on the Primetime Radio Network. So, Scotty.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean.
Well, that was something. Remember the last time we played the Carolina Hurricanes and they let us stay in the game like the entire time, and then in the last 5 minutes they were like, that's right, we're the Carolina Hurricanes, let's just go score a couple goals here and win, duh, come on guys. Well, yeah, I know, Winston. See, today they remembered that right from the get-go, and they scored those 3 goals in the first 5 minutes of the game, 10 minutes of the game. I gotta look over here. 4:44, 5:33. Oh, 12:53. Okay, I'm sorry. That third one came a little bit later. Over there. 3-0. Devils looking horrible, But I will say, someone who I think there's going to be a lot of debate about, because listen, we ain't going to be talking playoff hockey, but we've known that for a while. And by the way, hello to everybody. Welcome to another edition, the second to last of the 2022 season here, or 2021-2022 season here. Thank you to everyone joining in on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter Live. Thank you for all the likes, downloads, follows, subscribes. Can't believe you made it through. But yeah, the Canes dominating, and then someone who I think there will be some talk about over the summer. You see his speed. You see there is some offensive upside to him, and that's Fabian Zetterlund. He was the one who got the first goal for the Devils. In the first period, 3-1. Pretty feed from Pavel Zacha. Damon Severson in on it as well. And you thought, okay, maybe, the Devils might be able to pull something off. Or at least get into the game. Maybe just get into the game. And through the second period, I think they hit a couple posts in the second period. I think they got a couple chances here and there. But oh baby, man, Sam Woo, let me tell you about that sweet, sweet pass Ty Smith made. Oh man, I mean, it was just beautiful, tape to tape. Once again, it went to the wrong team, but that's besides the point. It was a beautiful pass from right behind our own goal, directly to Teravainen. Maybe he got confused. The Canes colors are similar to our colors. The red,
it could be.
It could be.
It could be like Ricky Vaughn syndrome, where he needs glasses.
Maybe he needs glasses. Maybe he needs glasses, and then we'll play him Wild Thing. Maybe that's why he gives those drop. He thinks someone's there, but he needs the glasses. He can't see. I don't know. Possibly. But man, and I know I've been tough on Ty this season, but holy heck, last game, Nikita Ahoytuk was a healthy scratch. And they had Ty Smith in there, who's been making mistakes all season long. Yet you have this guy that you just call up, who's making a difference, being physical, actually contributing on the offensive side as well. You healthy scratch him. Then you call up another offensive style defenseman in Riley Walsh. And he plays one game, does pretty well. Not horrible. Let's healthy scratch him the next game. Let's give Ty 19 minutes. I know I'm being harsh. But I feel like we have seen him make these mistakes all season long. This is not a sudden thing. It's the same thing over and over and over again. And I don't know how many times we have to see it. The game is just like happening. And listen, I'd be making the same decision because the game would be too fast for me because I'm not a professional hockey player. But it just seems right now that he's just missing a lot. It's too many mistakes. I don't understand really why he's in the lineup and you're going to sit Riley Walsh. Because I looked, it said PK, Nico, and Tatar were battling the flu bug. So I didn't see. So I could be wrong. Maybe Riley Walsh got sick as well. Maybe there was something I missed. Please feel free to correct me. I will totally shout myself out as wrong. 100%. Okay. But what was our buddy Johnny confirmed? What was it, Chico or Matt said that a Hoytuk on the radio call was a healthy scratch?
Yeah, Johnny Sack. Johnny Sack, if you're listening in, he was listening on the Twitter live feed. And
why was he? Can someone explain to me why a Hoytuk would have been a healthy scratch? Please explain to me why Riley Walsh tonight would have been a healthy scratch.
The thing about scratches in this time of the year is that if you're playing for the lottery, you probably don't want him in the lineup.
All right, true. All right, fine.
Just
I don't get it.
First off,
I know
there's no tanking here. The system doesn't allow this kind of shenanigans anyway because it doesn't matter what you place. It's just it's the luck of the draw. It's not like the old days where you can have a cold envelope or something.
No, I know. I know. We're just being sarcastic. Sam Woo and I are extra sarcastic, so we get our sarcasm when we're doing it. Sometimes we have to remember we're on the old podcast. Not everyone may have the sarcastic touch as we do. But yeah, I mean, how long do we gotta look at this and watch this? Like, come on. That's so frustrating to me. And you know what? I hope for some reason or another, I hope Ty Smith turns into the next Scott Niedermayer, and proves me wrong. I know I was down on Sharon Govich last year, but he turned it around a lot, a much, much better pace. And he seemed to have corrected his mistakes, and then he went on some nice streaks and he ended up, with, 16, 17 goals last year that he ended up on. He was on pace for something nice over in 82 games. And you saw this year, what's he got, 24 now?
Yeah.
He corrected it. I'm not. You're just seeing the same mistakes from Ty Smith over and over again. I don't know. That one's a head scratcher for me.
It's quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate because look. I can't wait for tomorrow's game to be over. because
the Mets are actually doing good, and I want to focus my energy in on that. Okay, that's why.
In all seriousness, because I want to know what's going to come out of those exit meetings with the entire, what I want to know what happened because sometimes the truth comes out. Oh, I was playing on a bad knee or whatever.
I'm sure
And
we'll get
Lindy's
some of
job is
that.
going to be Lindy's
Yeah.
job is going to be definitely going to be tops on the list of media attention.
Holy heck, it's
And
got to be.
you know what? And if Fitzgerald sticks with Lindy, it's his butt on the line.
Yeah.
And would he risk his own name, reputation for Lindy? Because the performance that we've been seeing in April, I mean, granted, I mean, we've heard the excuses, some of it valid, but still,
Mhm.
I think we're tired of excuses. I think we're tired. I mean, honestly, I just think that, ever since that third jersey came out,
Oh,
it's been
it's a
downhill.
curse.
It's
Oh,
been
we're gonna have to see
downhill.
it tomorrow too, aren't we? Oh, it's the last game of the
Oh,
season. No, I'll just, you know what? I just want to close it because again, I don't want to harp on Ty too much, but we just, we were talking about Sharon Govich. We've talked extensively about, Jack Hughes having some issues with the give, but you see the corrections there, and you see the work being taken
yeah.
into the positive. And I don't know what it is with Ty this year because he was not doing this last year, and he was getting
Could be
like first
mental.
line. I don't know, but it's an issue, and this was a
Yeah.
really bad one today.
Yeah.
But the Hurricanes put the nail in the coffin early. Like I said, I mean, right there at the beginning of the game, they kind of dominated themselves through. Bratt and VC. VC had a nice goal there, and just for Bratt, always with the highlight reel. Nolan Foote picking up the assist, and Pavel Zacha on the Bratt goal, his 26th, and VC his 8th. First game back for VC as well in the lineup after being injured there for, what was that, like 2-3 weeks or so.
Yeah.
Maybe in a month. But it was a nice little backhand that he put in. So, good for Jimmy to get in the lineup there, get a couple games in before the end of the season. It's almost done. And also one thing, another too many men on the ice penalty. Am I the only one? Is it just me? Am I just, I don't know. I feel like we've taken an abnormal amount of too many men on the ice penalties this year. There seems to be so much bench confusion, and I don't know, but I just don't recall. Maybe it's just because I'm a little annoyed. But they took one, I believe it was in the third, or was it late in the second? No, it was, yeah, that's right. It was right there at the end of the game. Too many men. Like, I don't know. Just feel like that happened a lot this year. I could be mistaken. Could be just the end of a long season. And we don't know if we're going to... We were so hopeful, too. I feel like I jinxed it. We were so hopeful that Nico Hischier... I was so excited to do the whole Ric Flair 60-point man, wheeling, dealing, kiss stealing, limousine ride. I was so excited to do the whole thing for Nico Hischier to be the 60-point man. Now he may not even play the last game. He's going to be stuck in 59. That's probably my fault. Nico, I'm sorry. Forgive me, Captain. Forgive me. I was only excited for your glory.
You know what? Those are individual stats.
That's all we got.
That's
all we got, Sam Woo.
No, we got the Utica Comets.
They're all up here now. What are you talking about? Oh, it's just Alexander. By the way, Alexander Holtz came back up too. He's still, I don't know. He still didn't look comfortable out there, but we'll see. So having the Comets,
Scotty,
are
give them a break. They played the Carolina Hurricanes. Well, they're number one in the division. But it's good that they get their butts
They were resting players, though, too.
I don't know, Scotty. Wasn't I complaining about this 2 years ago? And you're like, And now it's like the
Well, it's
tides
the
have
end of the
turned.
season, Sam Woo. All right, that stupid pass, that pass from Ty Smith, I think broke me today. I think that was like that was the one I was just like, you've gotta be kidding me. Ah! So maybe
You
that's
know
just
what
what it
broke
was.
me this season? Seriously, were those jerseys that came out.
Oh yeah,
It's
well yeah.
like they established themselves as the young kids, and they were doing without Jack Hughes practically, and they were 8-5-3 after beating
Mm-hmm.
Tampa. And you thought, and we were getting giddy, we were like
Mm-hmm.
whatever, and then it just came out, and just the lack of focus, it was like boom, the team turned into something else.
Yeah. Yeah. That's and that's usually what the Mets do. They come out, they have a nice April, and then May, June, July, August. It usually
And
just
whatever
goes to
happened
hell.
to I got the Hamburglar because these guys deserve. What was the quote?
Oh, I don't remember.
It was
It was
something
something like
like,
Batman. It was something like the Dark Knight. Like he's the goaltender we need, but not the one we deserve, or something like that. I don't know.
you want to know something? I'm going to give Fitzy a pass here because I like him. But honestly, when he said that, I'm like, is he coherent? Does he know what he's talking about? Or he's out of things to say? Because I was just like, that's your solution? You trade away one of the pieces of the Taylor Hall trade? Not saying I think he will amount to something one day, but the Hamburglar is pretty much gone. I don't think he's sticking around, is he?
I don't know. He might, but I mean, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know why
Or
they sent. They should
or
have just.
maybe
They should have just kept Nico
Fitzgerald's.
Dawes up here. I don't know why they didn't keep Dawes up here and just let him play it out and let Blackwood have like a start or two, like they're gonna do. Like I don't get it. I don't know why they sent him back down. I think he could have been just fine here. What the hell is the difference at this point? Like, just let him learn at the NHL level. That's all
I
it
think
is
they're
now.
trying to. I think they're trying to breed winners. To tell you the truth. To tell you
So
the
go play
truth,
for the minor league team.
let me tell you something. If it wasn't for the Utica, think of the glory years of the New Jersey
Yeah, but
Devils.
they're all up here.
Eight.
Zetterlund,
Think
Holtz,
of the Devils
Walsh,
on November
Hoytooth,
20th.
Ball.
Eight five
Who
and
else?
three, and the Utica Comets are 13-0-0. Remember that time when
I
they were 8
remember.
5-3 and the Utica Comets were undefeated, and we were all like, it's finally here. We're going to be great. We're going to have the
It's
cup back in
happening.
New Jersey. Look at Capo Caco. Look at Lafreniere. They suck. Oh, you guys are stupid. And then they came out with those black jerseys, and it was just. Dougie Hamilton gets hit with a puck in the face. Other injuries. Jack
The Chinnan.
Hughes twice.
The great Chinnan, slashing of 2022. That was big. That was big. You ever want to take one in the Chinnan?
Yeah.
Or excuse me, you do. That's where you want to get hit. You want to get hit in the Chinnan. That's the best. That's the best part to get hit. Is in the Chinnan. Yeah.
And then,
but how's everyone doing, by the way, on Facebook Live, Twitter Live, YouTube Live? I see Steve is not happy over here. Yeah, I don't know. I thought Holtz kind of just looked lost again. That's the way I felt like he looked when he was here before. What's up, Richard? Nobody knows where Benji is. I don't know. I think Dodge should have. I don't know. I would have much rather had him up here and just let him play out with Blackwood getting like the 2 starts like they wanted. That's just me. I don't. What are we getting from? Gillies had a nice game. It was fun. Okay, we still lost. So Blackwood. I mean, they got smoked.
I wonder
Today
what
they got crushed.
I wonder what's going to happen with Fitzgerald if he has to have a meeting with the owners. They're going to ask him what happened.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't know. I'm not a head coach, but I really don't understand some of the decisions that were being made.
Yeah,
I really.
I got to talk to my season.
I don't get it.
Rep. I got to talk to him. I feel bad.
Forget that. Let's stop Ty Smith from making these bad passes. Let's get Jack Hughes healthy. Let's get someone on the line that can play with him with some speed that can protect him a little bit as well. Let's get Miles Wood healthy. Let's get Nico Heischer back healthy. They got to get ready. Man, next year, they got to come out the gate swinging. They have to. But we also got to talk about some. We got to talk about some of these players. What are they going to do with the Fabian Zetterlands? What are they going to do with the Pavel Zacha? These are going to be some big topics of discussion. What's Jesper Bratt offer on him? You got to lock him up.
A lot of
what are you going to do with the gravy train?
Made. Yeah.
What are you going to do with Siegenthaler? These are not guys that are signed for a long term. PK's gone. You gonna resign him for try to offer him something like a smaller amount? Or are you gonna let him walk? Are you confident that Ty Smith can step into that role? I wouldn't be after this year. Are you confident that Riley Walsh can step into that role? I don't know. Maybe he shouldn't be scratched. And we would be able to find out, but whatever. Sorry. I'm just annoyed.
Thomas writes.
I'm being all pissy. I'm sorry, everybody. I don't mean to be all pissy.
It's okay. Thomas writes, I thoroughly enjoyed Sam the other evening. Open bar at Taj Lounge. LOL. I don't know what he's talking about. Maybe you watch this on the big screen.
Okay. All right.
But not tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to Taj Lounge 973.
That's right. It's going to be exciting times for Game Day Live. If you're going to be one of the many, we'll say lucky, fortunate, blessed fans to get to sit in Taj Lounge 973 with the great Sam Woo as he eats catfish doing Game Day Live. Only good things can happen when Sam Woo eats the catfish. That's just how it goes.
I know.
And if
the whole catfish routine was working till they came out with those stupid jerseys. Then the whole dynamics changed. Chico Resch will be there, folks. Chico,
woo!
Myself,
all right.
Vinny in Chicago. Chico's legendary. Always appreciate him coming on to the podcast. Always asking how we're doing. You know that he does that, Scotty? He's always asking how we're doing.
He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy over there, that Chico.
But honestly,
I know.
I can't speak for Chico, but I'm gonna guess why sometimes he checks up on us. Probably to see if we're still doing this podcast because it's hard. It's hard. It's hard.
Sam Woo, Jason says that you're going to be in net for the Devils. No. That will be Shorts guy. We've already got him for the E-Bug.
Yeah, I can't do that to Shorts guy.
Yeah,
I'll be the third string PA announcer. How's that sound?
The third string PA announcer.
Yeah, third string PA. I'll be the emergency backup PA announcer. Backup.
Richard, Ty keeps making bonehead decisions. Yes, he does. The young talent does look promising for next season. Yes, it does. How much would you pay for Miles Wood? And yes, Richard, who just commented, goaltending is by far and away the number one thing that they need to shore up. How much would you pay for Miles Wood, Sam Woo? I'm going to go right now to the old cap friendly just so I can get the actual numbers. So we have actual.
I would not pay him any more than $3.8 million. I don't know how many
let me
years,
just
maybe
see
3.
exactly
2 years. How about 2-year deal? 3.8.
Miles Wood, restricted free agent. Okay. He's at $2.75 million.
You can get him on the cheap right now. He's kind of like a, I don't know.
Miles Wood, Jesper Bratt, Pavel Zacha. Miles and Jesper making the same amount, 2.75. Zacha, 2.25. How long do you offer? 3 years, Miles Wood?
Do
2?
you
offer him a 3 at a lower number? You give him the extra year?
You put him on the Bernier plan. 2 years. 2 years.
You think 2 years? Put him on the Steve Bernier plan?
No, so I'm talking about Jonathan Bernier.
Oh, the Jonathan Bernier. I thought you meant Steve Bernier, so he can eventually get a boarding major in a cup final game. I would say Miles Wood. I mean, you may be able to get him for at a lower amount right now because he's coming off being injured. I don't know. Maybe would he? You might be able to convince him to get a deal like that, a team friendly deal for a longer term. But it does seem like it might be a single year deal.
Would anybody take a risk on Miles Wood for another team? If another team were to come swoop in, it's not worth it. I think the Devils have all the leverage here if he's a restricted free agent.
Yeah, he's an RFA, so they definitely have all the. I mean, I think if you offer him somewhere in that 3.5 range, would you say nothing over 3.8?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that should get, but I mean, like he's probably, I don't know how much. I got to check the rights and how much. I think to sign up for 1 year. I don't know if they do that. We'll see what they can get, but I would say in that range.
I don't know, Scotty. Tomorrow's going to be tough.
Tomorrow's going to be tough?
Hurrah. Yeah, because it's kind of a bittersweet moment. It's like, yeah, I want the season to end, but at the same time, it's like season's ending.
I want to be done with this misery. Well, we'll still have fun things to talk about. We're going to have to talk about, all these guys and, the Zetterlands, the Jesper Boquist, the Pavel Zakas, the Miles Wood, Jesper Bratt, we know we want back. How much are we going to sign him for? There's going to be a lot of stuff to talk about in the offseason, so there's still going to be plenty of Devils coverage going on. But yeah, tomorrow will be our final Devils After Dark. because it is the post-game show. It'll be our final one of the old 21-22 season over here. It's been a heck of a ride, Sam Woo, so far. But we still got another one to go. Let's hope we can ring those Hell's Bells one more time this season. Come on, boys. Win one for the fans. I hear it's fan appreciation night at the Rock. If you're going out there, stop by Taj Lounge 973. Now, we always talk about the old bucket o' beers that they have, but now they got the beers on tap as well. They're hooked up just like everybody else. You get all the same stuff from all the bars. It's all good time, but only one of them has Sam Woo eating catfish. And that is what the real attraction is.
Yep.
Okay? And you can only get that at Taj Lounge. That's an exclusive. The Taj Lounge 973 and Chico Resch as well. Chico Resch, not bar hopping all over the place. He's going to Taj Lounge 973.
I mean, Chico could do anything he wants. He's a legend.
But you know what he does?
He goes to Taj Lounge 973.
That's right.
And hooks up with us.
That's right.
He's just making sure that we didn't quit.
He just wants to see how pissed off we are. He's like, oh man, even Scotty's getting pissed. Oh, he's usually always so positive. Even he's annoyed. Oh man.
And he's probably thinking like, and Sammy is still eating the catfish, still thinking that stupid superstition still works. Okay, these guys are pretty good.
Yeah, we had a role reversal today. Usually I'm talking Sam off the ledge, but today Sam talked me off the ledge. So thanks.
That's because I didn't watch the game. So, did I blow my cover? Well,
I couldn't
this is
tell
how bad it was. But this is to tell you guys how hard. And I'm being serious here. How hard everybody on the Let's Go Devils podcast works. Vinny had some dental work done and try to muscle it out, but the E-Bubs came in like Scotty, Shorts Guy, Beer Baron. We all help each other out. Nick Villano yesterday had his wisdom tooth pulled hours before the podcast, and then he goes, I'm going to take a nap. I'll tell you how I feel. I was like, do we need an E-Bub? He waved off the E-Bub, the emergency backup broadcaster. Literally, I was like, are you crazy? Don't be like Vinny and think you can muscle through it. But I never told you guys, so I was like, all right, well, this ought to be fun. And then, like, literally, and he wasn't waking up or whatever, and I was texting him 20 minutes prior. He's like, I'm good to go. I just woke up. I'm like, are you kidding me? And then today, I was good to go, bro.
Let's do this.
I was on the road today, and I got all set up for Game Day Live because scheduling conflict, so I had to do it from my car. And I forgot. Like a dope, I packed up because I was so nervous because I hadn't done a show at Taj Lounge. I want to get it right. I packed all my equipment for Taj and didn't bring it with me, so I didn't have a headset, I didn't have a monitor, I didn't have anything. All I had was a laptop, and I produced it out of my car while Vinny went solo. And Vinny's like, "Go solo? Yeah, I'll see what I can pull out of my, you know what." I was like, all right, that's the spirit. And we never had one Game Day Live. The only time we ever missed a show really badly was when the first show that had 3 cameras break.
The camera incident, the great camera incident of 21. Yes. Oh yeah, we remember. Yep.
Yeah, we were off to a real great start there, and then but we finished up strong.
Hey Sam, what's up? Ready to go? Oh yeah, all 3 cameras broke. I don't think we could do that.
Dude, I've never seen this in my entire professional and unprofessional life. Not one, not two, but 3 cameras broke.
Oh man.
And I don't want to fault the
And they were all
bartender,
accidents
but,
too. They all really were.
It
They
was
were
all
like,
accidents.
yeah.
Oh
my God, that was hilarious. That first.
Yeah, and I'm like, all right, maybe this is a bad idea. we can't even get on air for at least 10 minutes.
Game 1 so far to game 81. We got one more to go, which will be tomorrow night against the Detroit Red Wings, home at the Prudential Center. The Rock Devils. What's that? 7:00 start there, Eastern time. Get out to Old House Lounge if you can. If you're going to the game, and say hello to our boy Sam Woo, and then we'll talk about it afterwards on Devils After Dark. Game Day Live with Vinny and Sam, and then Scotty and Sam afterwards, Devils After Dark.
And one last thing before I hit the music. We're the only Devils podcast that has Chico Resch as the emergency backup broadcaster. There were a couple times where Chico actually had to fill in for Vinny. Not many people can say. Vinny has something that nobody else can really say. Chico Resch.
That's quite a backup.
Me. Yeah,
that's quite a backup.
So here on the podcast, we did well. If we need to beg Chico to come on to help fill in, no, he actually did a great job. I mean, so that's Chico's how tough it is. It's not easy. It's not easy doing this all the time. We got schedules. We got lives, or maybe we just have too much time on our hands. I'm not sure.
I think Mrs. Wu would disagree with you on that one, that you have too much time.
No, Mrs. Wu says, go to the bunker. I'll go do my thing. Just don't make a mess. Don't say anything stupid.
Yeah. Well, she's almost made it through as well.
Yeah.
And then it's Mets season.
Then it's Mets season. That's where I'm going to dress up like a squirrel with the McNeil jersey and run around on the field protecting Pete Alonso from first base coaches.
Stop throwing at the Mets heads.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow. Todd Sounds 973. Until next time, let's go Devils.